While Chinese engineers successfully conducted the test run of the country's biggest cargo drone to date, that's not all. They also tested a helicopter taxi on a soon-to-open 100-kilometer route to Shanghai, laying new milestones for the country's expanding low-altitude economy.
China has just shocked the world with its launch of new transport technology that defies all we have ever seen the transportation system.
EHang, a global leader in urban air mobility technology, has announced a significant achievement with the first successful flight of its pilotless eVTOL aircraft in Brazil.
This has got other countries trembling. These innovations come with a new set of amazing features, changing everything about how we connect and interact with the world around us. What is behind these groundbreaking advancements? Join us as we explore a list of this incredible transport technology. EHang's ES-216S. The EHang EH-216S is built with the future of transportation in mind.
A drone flight through this factory in the southern Chinese city of Yunfu reveals the start of mass production of the EH-216S, an autonomous flying taxi from Chinese drone maker EHang.
This electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL vehicle is fully autonomous, meaning it doesn't need a pilot, allowing passengers to sit back and enjoy the ride. Its sleek carbon fiber frame is designed to be lightweight yet durable, holding up to 2 occupants comfortably. This vehicle reaches a top speed of 62 miles per hour and can soar up to 10,000 feet, making it not only fast, but also capable of covering impressive distances with ease. With 16 powerful propellers and motors, the EH-216S ensures smooth and stable flights, even during takeoff and landing. It's more than just a flying car, it's a vehicle engineered for versatility. From airport shuttles to cross-island travel, it opens doors to a whole new way of experiencing mobility. And with rigorous testing, the EH-216S promises a reliable and safe journey every time it takes to the skies. And guess what? This is just the beginning of what China's new generation of transportation looks like. Dongfeng E-Star V9. Now heading to Dongfeng E-Star V9. This vehicle sets the bar high for electric commercial vehicles. It's designed to be both powerful and efficient for long hauls.
Well, cars once made in Australia, like Holden and Ford, are being replaced by a wave of Chinese automakers. More than half a dozen have announced plans to sell electric vehicles here, and they'll be cheaper than almost anywhere else in the world.
With 3 battery options to choose from, this vehicle adapts to different needs, with the 100 kilowatt-hour battery offering an impressive range of up to 550 kilometers on a single charge. This means fewer stops and longer travel distances, perfect for those who need reliability on the road. Additionally, its fast charging capability allows you to reach 80% battery in just 36 minutes, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Transitioning into performance, the E-Star V9 has a Huichuan permanent magnet synchronous motor, generating up to 115 kilowatts of power and a peak torque of 350 Newton meters. It doesn't just deliver speed, but also the kind of power you'd want in a heavy-duty commercial vehicle. Inside, the spacious 11.9 cubic meter cargo area and a user-friendly design make it easy to load and unload goods, making it ideal for a wide range of logistical needs. Equipped with smart safety features and a durable IP68 rated battery pack, the E-Star V9 also promises safe and sustainable driving experience every time it hits the road. AVIC AG600 Kunlong. We also have the Avisi AG600 Kunlong, which stands out as a remarkable amphibious aircraft, merging impressive speed and operational versatility. With a maximum takeoff weight of 53.5 tons, this flying boat can effectively serve multiple roles, including aerial firefighting and search and rescue missions.
On July 18th, the aviation industry released a news that the AG600 has completed a typical fire extinguishing scenario verification test flight, which marks that the AG600 has the ability to perform fire extinguishing tasks.
Its 4 WJ6 turboprop engines enable it to reach high speeds that make it a reliable choice for time-sensitive operations, maximizing efficiency and response times. This aircraft's ability to collect up to 12 tons of water in just 20 seconds is incredible for firefighting efforts, allowing it to transport substantial amounts of water quickly. Also, it has a remarkable range, allowing missions to remote areas without frequent refueling. Safety is priority in its design, featuring a robust fuselage that enhances structural integrity while maintaining lightweight properties. The AG-600 can operate in rough sea conditions and is designed for stability, even in turbulent environments. This combination of speed, capacity, and safety makes the AG-600 an exceptional choice for various demanding missions, positioning it as a leader in modern amphibious aviation. Keep watching to find out what the next car is all about. Xpeng X2 Flying Car. Looking at the Xpeng X2, this flying car isn't just an ordinary vehicle, it's built to redefine urban and inner-city travel.
Our Xpeng Aerospace brand is a global brand in the future. So we are now in the researching process. We are make the step by step to the international market. And first, we select the Dubai city because Dubai is the most innovation cities in the world.
Engineered for safety and performance, the X2 has an octocopter design with 8 powerful motors, providing both speed and stability. With an impressive range of up to 25 minutes per flight, this model is perfect for short-distance journeys within cities, offering a quick and efficient way to skip traffic altogether. It can reach up to 62 miles per hour, delivering a thrilling experience that's both fast and practical. Its carbon fiber construction makes it incredibly lightweight, yet strong, able to carry up to 160 kilograms, which comfortably fits 2 passengers. This unique design also features a built-in parachute, adding an essential layer of safety in the rare event of motor failure. Plus, with nearly 4,000 test flights already under its belt, it's been rigorously trialed in diverse environments, from crowded urban spaces to open seas. NIO EP9 Sport Car. Guess what car is next? The NIO EP9. This is a high-performance electric sports car that brings the most advanced technology to the track. With an impressive 1,341 horsepower, this car isn't just fast, it's thrilling. Each wheel is powered by its own motor, allowing us to control and optimize traction, which combined with the advanced torque vectoring system, enhances handling and stability. The EP9 can launch from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.7 seconds, and it hits a top speed of 313 kilometers per hour.
The EP9 is the world's fastest electric car with speeds up to 313 kilometers per hour.
Additionally, its lightweight carbon fiber frame, similar to that of a Formula One car, ensures it is agile while maintaining strength and durability. The car's battery range extends up to 427 kilometers on a single charge, with a quick battery swap system that minimizes downtime. The EP9's remarkable blend of speed, range, and safety innovations makes it a thrilling vehicle that's also thoughtfully developed for a powerful and safe experience. The next transport technology will blow your mind: Velocity eVTOL Multicopter. The Velocity eVTOL Multicopter represents a significant leap in urban transportation, merging speed and safety into one efficient package. Designed to fly 2 passengers and their luggage, it has a maximum cruising speed of approximately 90 kilometers per hour and can reach up to 100 kilometers per hour. With a range of 22 to 40 miles, this aircraft is perfect for quick city commutes or airport transfers. Its innovative design includes 18 electric motors and fixed-pitched propellers, ensuring a smooth and quiet flight experience, hovering at just 65 decibels A-weighted at 75 meters. Safety is dominant, as the Velocity can still operate with as few as 12 motors functional, thanks to its multi-redundant systems. The carbon fiber fuselage and ease of battery replacement further enhance its reliability, promising low operating costs and an impressive turnaround time. This makes the Velocity not just a vehicle, but a new era of urban travel. T-Flight Maglev Vacuum Train. Also, there is the T-Flight Maglev Vacuum Train, which is an engineering marvel that promises to redefine travel speeds while prioritizing safety and efficiency. With an astounding potential top speed of 621 miles per hour, it stands out as one of the fastest transportation methods available.
The Japanese maglev, that is the fastest passenger train in the world, has broken its own speed record. The train reached 603 kilometers per hour in a test run on Tuesday.
This ultra-high-speed train uses a low-vacuum environment to minimize air resistance, making it incredibly fast and stable. This design includes advanced magnetic levitation technology, allowing the train to float above the track, which significantly reduces friction and wear, enhancing its longevity and reliability. One of the T-Flight's most impressive features is its capacity for rapid transit between major cities. For instance, it can travel in bustling metropolises like Beijing and Shanghai in China in just 90 minutes, covering approximately 680 miles. This train's design includes multiple safety systems that ensure stability and control even at high speeds. The focus on safety is also built into the T-Flight's design, using strong engineering methods to prepare for emergencies, like sudden loss of pressure in the vacuum tube. Additionally, the T-Flight isn't just about achieving incredible speeds. It's also dedicated to providing a safer and more efficient way to travel, by significantly cutting down travel time while ensuring high safety standards. But the very last one on our list is even more impressive. Auto Flight Prosperity, YV 1500M. The Autoflight Prosperity YV 1500M is a remarkable advancement in urban air travel, designed to prioritize safety and efficiency. This electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft consists of a cruise speed of 200 kilometers per hour, making it an ideal choice for quick travel to and fro within bustling cities. With a range of 155 miles, it can efficiently cover significant distances, allowing passengers to bypass the traffic that often plagues ground transportation. This aircraft features a distributed electric propulsion system, which means that it operates with multiple propellers and motors. This redundancy ensures that even if one propeller or motor fails, the remaining ones can safely navigate and land the aircraft. The design simplicity extends to its fixed landing gear, which not only reduces complexity, but also lightens the overall weight, enhancing performance. Moreover, with a maximum takeoff weight of 3,307 pounds and the capacity to carry 4 passengers comfortably, the Prosperity One is well suited for urban mobility. Its spacious cabin, equipped with large side windows, provides passengers with stunning aerial views, making every journey an enjoyable experience.
In terms of agriculture in Europe, Spain has an unbeatable record of being a major supplier of food and livestock. Spain is one of the leading countries in practicing organic farming. So far, the reward of the land has had barns bursting from being overfilled. This record is not limited to the region. Spain is widely recognized for its booming agriculture and has been awarded the second position in organizations such as the European Union for having agricultural production in various extensive forms and arable farmlands. It's also notable to mention that Spain's agricultural productivity is very popular because of Europe's surplus desertified areas. The risk of Europe's desertification is a daily concern as it worsens, not just by farming purposes, but all purposes, including inhabitation. Deserted areas are also volatile to erosion, infertility, lack of water, and unfavorable weather conditions. The risk of desertification is increased in some states than in others. In some states, such as southern Portugal, Spain, southern Italy, southeast Greece, Malta, Cyprus, and areas bordering the Black Sea in Bulgaria and Romania, desertification has mostly claimed most of their farmlands. These regions are easily affected by flopping, drought, weak soil, and soil degradation. From recent reports, several percentages outweigh one another in the cause of Spain's unfortunate desert spread. The most common causes of deserting lands are forest fires, climate changes, erosion, and low soil fertility. Although these issues have been battled with irrigation and reforestation, it remains a major concern to farmers, citizens, and the government of Spain. Europe is worried about its increasingly diminishing supply of agricultural produce and what it means in the long run. 1/5 of the land is currently at risk of being run to the ground by deserts. Also, 31.5% of the land is already experiencing desertification recently. It is no surprise where the concern comes from. Surprisingly, although Spain is recognized as one of the main agricultural producers in Europe, It is also home to one of the biggest deserts on the continent. This desert is known as the Tabernas Desert, popularly known to the residents as Deserto de Tabernas. The Tabernas Desert is the only desert in Spain. In the past, the agricultural productivity of Spain has never been affected by the large desert. The vegetation has remained greener and the harvest larger. For the most part, the majority of the land of Spain has been dedicated to agricultural activities. Farming, animal and livestock rearing, and mining are well-practiced land use. For long use, the lands have been distributed into farmlands for crop production and pastures for the rearing of animals. Everything would go according to the plan and budget for Spain's agriculture. There have been maintenance, planning, and budgeting of agriculture by Spanish agricultural policies which from results have been effective so far. The Spanish architectural policy has made diverse plans to improve the productivity and profitability of agronomy and livestock farming in the states. There have also been interesting plans to broaden the range of practices regarding agriculture. New introductions such as fishery and animal livestock have been introduced as part of farming activities. These targets were created to increase high-quality, high productivity and market-friendly agriculture activity and productivity. As impressive as Spain's productivity is, the land fertility is not owed to natural causes alone. There are also contributions from high technological development of crops, animal produce, financing from several entrepreneurs, research, and critical budget policies. From its huge productivity, Spain's expansion of production and market distribution is to be expected, as well as its contribution to economic development. Its economic development through the export of agricultural produce has been recognized globally across the continent. Clearly, agriculture is prioritized in Spain. Apart from farm produce, agriculture has served as a lifesaver of the economy by providing employment for many of the Spanish citizens. However, these achievements in productivity would become endangered by an unprecedented threat. The Tabernas Desert is expanding. The Tabernas Desert is expanding to the Greenlands, encouraging the spread of desertification in the state. The area full of vegetation is known as the Greenlands, while the sparse and dry land is otherwise known as the Badlands. Obviously, the name is befitting. Over the years, the Tabernas Desert has kept a low profile despite being the main desert in Europe. Its sudden expansion was never expected and is similar to the Walking Dead. The large desert takes up the south of Spain, Andalusia, about 28,000 hectares of bare land. It is famously known as a site for at least 600 shot Hollywood movies, especially the movies of Indiana Jones and the famous classic Lawrence of Arabia. There is also the uniqueness of its mountain-bounded ranges and indigenous species of plants. Although it is a great site for tourism and hospitality, its spread, unfortunately, could be better for Spain's development and growth in the long run. Spain's agricultural contribution and buoyancy. While this threat lingers and is closely monitored, what are the indigenous agricultural produce of Spain, and how productive are the Greenlands? Spain is commonly known worldwide for producing wheat, barley, vegetables, tomatoes, lemons, sugar beets, citrus fruit, olives, and grapes. Spain is also famous for being the world's largest olive oil and wine producer. In addition, Spain has a long fishing history, and the fishing industry has been an important part of the agricultural sector for decades. The region of Andalusia continues to lead the Spanish agricultural production value far ahead of the other European states. Spain's fishing grounds are off its coast. Unlike possible areas, it is nowhere near the Pacific and Indian Oceans. It is safe to state that Spain majorly grows cash crops for export to states within and outside Europe. As for forestry, before the spreading of the Tabernas Desert, the Badlands contribute a small amount to the state's revenue. However, its revenue was substantial enough due to its forestry products such as corks, pines, and oaks, to mention a few. A lot of revenue was also generated from the forest woods, tourism, and as a used site. As mentioned earlier, there is only a little revenue generated from forestry. This is due to erosion, forest fires, and land use as pastures for livestock. That being said, let's discuss how Spain's trade has grown through agricultural development. Formerly in the mid-20th century, Spain was known as the largest importer in the world. However, as of now, Spain is a major supplier of diverse goods and services globally. Spain's agricultural sector has been favorable so far. Despite the recent economic recession, its productivity has remained resilient against all odds. Currently, Spain's largest trading partners are France and Germany. Significant trading relations have also been with Portugal, the United Kingdom, and Italy. Outside its continent, Europe, Spain's largest and most important trading partners are the United States and China. According to statistics, since the mid-20th century, Spain has provided more than the average percent of employment opportunities for citizens, especially in rural areas. Many jobs were available to indigenous farmers and people seeking employment until mechanized agriculture. Although the level of employment has reduced because of the use of technology replacing some basic jobs, Spain's agriculture still plays a huge role in its economic activities and a continuous tradition in rural areas' employment. In 2019, the agricultural production revenue value of Spain increased beyond imagination, exceeding about 50 billion euros. This increase was majorly supported by the sale of its major export products, such as wine, olive oil, and table olives. As a major producer of grapes worldwide, Spain's investment in the winery is not a huge surprise. Grapevines became one of the most grown types of crop. Its highest production volume as a major in Spain's agrarian economy was more than 39 million tons. What could be close to the mass production of grapes in Spain? The surprising answer is that despite several indigenous crops and plants to make huge trademarks of, cereals exports in Spain have been increasingly consistent over time. The consistency would make cereals the second most produced in Spain and the second major source of the state's agrarian revenue. It is also notable that fruits are among the leading agro-products in Spanish agricultural exports. In 2020, an estimated 7.64 million tons of fruits were exported within and outside the continent. Among the varieties of fruits exported, citrus was largely the most exported fruit from Spain, as were oranges, whose exports reached approximately 1.64 million tons. Vegetables, pulses, and oils and fats were included, and every single agricultural product was fully utilized as a good item of export goods and trade across the globe. I know what you're thinking. From all these measured, well-exported products, which area of Spain gives the most harvest output that allows these goods exportation? The answer to this might come as a bit of a surprise. According to records, the forest area gives the highest cultivation surface in the Spanish territory. In 2020, it had about 19.4 million hectares of cultivation areas and arable land, about 16.9 to 11.5 million hectares. Is the desertification of Spain naturally caused? As we already know, the desert in Spain is spreading despite farmers and the government's refinement and activities to fight desertification in Spain. It is still a major concern. A third of the land in Spain is at risk of being turned into desert due to issues from climate change and long-term aggressive farming that has resulted in land degradation. It also results in the desert having semi-flat areas, part of old residual pediments. The vegetation in the area is little to non-existent. It is usually bare and made up of grass, dwarf shrubs, annual crops, and biocrusts. This is why the Tabernas Desert is famous for being mostly made up of sparse, dry lands known as the Badlands area. In Spain, about 42 million hectares are affected by wind erosion, and a high part of the land expanse is affected by degeneration. Spain's desertification has been recorded to be mostly caused by wildfires or forest fires, climate change, erosion, and long-term land irrigation. If nothing is done, the desert spread will slowly and eventually become more than threatening to Spain's environment and economy. It would be a horror as one of the leading exporters of agricultural products will begin to struggle to provide for its citizens' needs while combating environmental hazards. Gabriel Del Barrio, a researcher at the Experimental Station for Arid Zones, commented on the desert spread in Spain, stating that the process of desertification will never produce a desert. Desertification creates something much worse than that. The rising temperature in Spain has also been worse for wear, causing more damage to the already drying up ecosystem. The level of evaporation in sparse lands has been occurring more often. It has to do more with the increase of dryness in the badlands, because it soaks away the little moisture the soil has and encourages cracking and breakage of the soil. The unfortunate chance of the temperature increase is its weakening of the soil to fight against pests, plagues, and parasites. Also, due to pressure, the dry land would spread to seek a source of moisture or spread because of the increasing harsh weather conditions and suck up all the weak land areas along the way, resulting in more increased dryland spread. Forest fires are also a worrisome vulnerability of the dryland. As well known, the drier the land, the quicker fire spreads. Results from single accidents cannot be as easily quenched as before. The spread of the fire has been an increasing challenge to farm workers' safety and landowners' profit. The forest fire in Spain has also increased drought and less productivity in the farming sector. The byproducts of this are lower food production, weaker soils, and reduced soil water quantity. What would be the cause of the threat to Spain's ecosystem? Having discussed the issues caused by nature, humans have also played a huge role in the land's deserting aftermath. The simple term for the activities carried out is known as overexploitation, tilling and grilling the land, constant planting and crop harvest, planting of varieties, and insistent work on weak soil have been the leading cause of man's activities that contribute to land degeneration. This is understandable for a state that has a majority of its market on agricultural exports. The farming and overworking of the farmlands are bound to be possible because of capitalism. Until recently, the state's main target has been profit and revenue through utilizing the agricultural advantage it has over the European countries. It is only fair to conclude that the overexploitation of the limited natural resources and lack of adequate maintenance has fostered the desert spread. What are the governments of Spain doing to solve this problem? Spain's desertification is not just an issue for the country alone. It is a concern for the European continent. Several methods have been employed by numerous agencies across the globe to fight against the threat of Spain's economy. Recently, the government of Spain's Environment Ministry has announced a £50 million program. This program's purpose is to combat desertification using all available methods. From this, it can be seen that the ecosystem threat is being taken seriously. This leads to the question, what has to be done to combat desertification in Spain? It is well known that the desert spread inland areas can be combated through irrigation and reforestation. It is one of the most used adaptive methods used by countries in the world. This has been the case for Spain as building development plans are being engaged and practicing safe climate control has been the order of the year. To promote a safer ecosystem and fight the desert threat to the environment, the Spanish government has implemented and made public a new comprehensive multi-year action plan to combat the desertification affecting 2/3 of its state. The Eco Plan is expected to take its course until 2030, when combat results should be at their full glory. Plans and contributions have been chipped in by non-government agencies, entrepreneurs, national authorities, local authorities, stakeholders, farm owners, and even farmers to recover the once golden land of Europe. The Spanish National Action Plan to Combat Desertification, PAND, and its policies have showcased the Spanish government's devotion and a renewed concern for its land desertification. PAND aims to revert the destruction that has been caused by land desertification. It is expected from reports that the national strategy will establish a network of experimental areas to be used as tests for restoration and, of course, to promote water resources, forestry, and land conservation. Although the restoration will take a long time, many resources will be pumped into the land. The desertification will not be easily reversed. The Spanish government has accepted and weighed that the option remains to try. A trial is not just the best approach, but also the best way to prevent land degradation from reaching the extreme case. Still, the future seems challenging for Spain. A lot of hard work has to be put into place to make the recovery of the land attainable. In the last year, the President of Spain, President Sanchez, made an allegiance with other nations of the world and organizations to commit to fighting against droughts in lands. While criticized that this might not go a long way, Financial commitments have been made by several to further the vision of the course. Converting deserts to greenlands and agricultural use plans have been shot off. They are already showing promising results of hard work. Another of the initiatives is the employment of warning tools against the possible spread of desertification. The early warning system is said to rely on the generic desertification model, GDM, programmed to gauge the risks of desertification and what most influences the threat. This tool is also confirmed to prevent soil erosion, carbon sequestration, and water imbalances. Whether it is reliable or not is to be determined by future results. Fortunately or unfortunately for Spain, depending on how it is viewed, it is not the only state in Europe combating desert spread. This threat is spread in most countries, but some are more concerned than others. Southern Portugal, southern Italy, southeastern Greece, Cyprus, and areas of Bulgaria and Romania are its partners in battling the environmental threat. As the threat spreads widely, the international organizations of European countries have made attempts, policies, and projects to fight against desertification. Funds, awareness, and aid have been provided from various sources, including the European Agricultural Fund for Rural Development, the LIFE program, and the EU's research programs. It is also pleasing to mention that the European Court of Auditors, ECA, has launched an assessment of the EU's plans to combat desertification, to determine and to ensure that it is effectively and efficiently addressed. Spain's fate remains bleak. However, with all the inputs to ensure its recovery and combat desertification, there is a spring of hope awaiting in the future. Does Spain have the chance to recover its agricultural productivity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification button to receive updates on new videos.